Breaking news: VDM has been arrested again. Wait. This is not even a funny situation. This is not even a joke. It's been barely 2 weeks he was released the last time he was arrested, and now he's been arrested again. Why? What happened? Like, I don't know. What really is going on? What exactly is happening in our country? Because I don't remember. Like, I don't think he's an armed robber. He's not a serial killer. That kind of news hasn't popped up before about him. Why was he even arrested the first time? Because he's outspoken, because he speaks, because he talks. I thought we were in a democratic country, for goodness sake. Is this country really, really democratic? Is it really practicing the democracy it says it has, or it follows, whatever? Is that really the case? Honestly, left for me, there truly isn't any freedom of speech in this country. There isn't really freedom of speech, because everybody has to watch what it is they say. And now VDM is the man who doesn't care whose ox is God. He says things the way they are, and Nigerians hate him for speaking the truth. I mean, he might seem a bit disrespectful to some people because of how he voices out his opinions. But is it because you feel somebody stepped on your toes? Because you feel you have higher power, then you want to shut them down, you want to shut them up? It doesn't make any sense for me. I mean, so recently VDM was arrested. There were a lot of things surrounding it. It was crazy and very, very, it wasn't exactly precise as to why he was arrested, but he was released. Everybody was happy, you get? But now he's been arrested again. After what? Now, let me take you guys a little bit back. Some shit went down after 001's wedding. That's Davido's wedding, right? What exactly happened? Should we go back a little bit back? You know what? Let me just tell you what happened. So VDM said something that was not very nice to Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana is an influential person in Nigeria. He's rich. He owns a business, one of the most thriving businesses in this country. All right, he's doing really, really well, and he has a lot of people answering to him. He's a big man. Polo, I don't know his full name. Polo is Yabo Ojo's husband. Now, what was the issue? I'm gonna go a little bit backer now. There's nothing like backer, but just follow my English. Let's do it my English this time around. I mean, after all, it's my show. Okay, so we have this video, right, of Yabo Ojo attacking VeryDarkMan. No. Let me be more specific. Attacking VeryDarkMan's mother. In that video of hers, she took at least about 10 to 15 minutes blasting the woman.
Your mother has to be a failure. Dirty, whatever. Your mother has to be a serious failure. Serious failure. Your mother is not intelligent. Your mother is an animal, but you are still somebody. You understand? Animal, they born pikin sometimes. So when you born, I go born goat.
If you were in VDM's shoes, what would you do? No, seriously, think about it. What would you do? Let somebody insult your mother just like that, unprovoked. This woman thoroughly, I am going to tell you, she thoroughly insulted this man's mother. And after that event, after that video, it became a continuous occurrence, right? VDM kept on blasting the woman at every slightest opportunity he gets. He will finish the woman with insults on social media. He didn't care, all right? So I believe the whole situation was getting massive. I mean, it was shortly after Davido's wedding. He made a comment about the timing that was given to the different guests for Davido's wedding. So he mentioned that the important people were given a certain time, and unimportant persons were given a certain time. And Yabo Ojo happened to be among the people who are not important, according to VDM. Now, he said that and also made a statement about Yabo Ojo and her daughter having an affair with the same man. Now, after he made that statement, even Yabo Ojo's daughter replied him and said, like, she just said something to piss him off, sort of, calling him an ex-convict. After that whole situation, Polo eventually, speaks up and starts to draw the line, sort of. He tries to disconnect himself from VDM. How, if you ask? I will explain to you, I'll tell you. He starts to tell the big shots in Nigeria that VDM seems to be close to. He starts to tell them to, remove this guy if you still want me to be in the circle. You understand? Let's draw a line. I don't roll with boys. If you still want to roll with VDM, know that I am out of it. Don't involve me. This was Polo's take. So he was literally putting himself on VDM. I was like, you guys choose. Now, as a result of this, VeryDarkMan trusts him. He goes online, says everything he has to say, opens up his heart, not really caring about. He attacks each and every single one of them. That guy is very, very strong. Oh. Hey? VDM. No, honestly, I must give it to him. He has a very strong mind. And it's not like he doesn't know the consequences of the things that he is doing. He has beat his chest. If I perish, I perish. Don't play. And then he comes out, dusts his ring lights, and finishes work. He came online, responded to each and every one of them, and it was bad. It was so bad that Tunde Ednot, a popular blogger in Nigeria, he'd rather be called an entertainer. So he reaches out to VDM because normally from time to time, Tunde posts VeryDarkMan's content. Okay, so he reaches out to him and tells him, guy, how far? Come on, that's in. I'll just apologize to Obi Kubana. And guess what VDM said? Over my dead body. Don't play. He refused to take it down. He said he wasn't going to apologize, okay? Said he doesn't answer to money, that he knows a lot of people. All of you worship money and worship big men, but I do not. I stand for the truth. I am part of the Justice League. I'm sorry I said that. But that's the thing. He refused. He said no, he wasn't going to take it down. And if you notice, Tunde is no longer posting VDM's content. Like, he's sort of like severed himself because he doesn't want to get into trouble. He doesn't want to have any problems. He wants to save himself from any unnecessary wahala. So he has pulled out. And I think a lot of other big shots as well who were affiliated are starting to withdraw as well. This whole drama that has been surrounding this man, it's crazy, right? I feel it's just normal online banter. That's what anybody would call it. Could he actually be the reason why? Could it actually be the reason why he's been arrested again? Could it be because some people feel like he's stepping on their toe? Then they decide, you know what, this guy, I'm going to show you who's who in this country. Is that really what's going on? Honestly, I'm not going to lie and sit here and say I know or that I'm sure that that's what's going on. No. But if that is what is going on, then this country is far from getting better. It's really bad that somebody cannot come out and voice his opinion or say how he feels again. That can't happen anymore. Why? Because he's not a billionaire or like extremely rich like you guys. Really? I've always been worried about the system, you know, the law enforcement system in Nigeria. I've always been worried because there's always loopholes. There's always this weird problem. There's always this money problem, right? The corruption has eaten really deep. I remember in my last video when I talked about the Andrew Amechi guy, right? You guys remember how a victim went to report to the police and they wanted to collect 200,000 naira from the girl. Somebody that is looking battered and finished. You're asking her to bring 200,000. So there have been cases, there have been things. The police is really not living up to the standard that is expected of them. In this country, I'm not even gonna lie. Why are they arresting VDM? Just why? Think about it. Guys, I'd really like to know tell me your thoughts in the comment section, because really, honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's not making any sense. Does it make sense to you? If that is really what is going on, the big shots trying to prove that they are who they say they are. If that is the case, why? Is it proper? Is it really right? Is it really okay for them to do stuff like this? I mean, even if you think about it, VDM has done more good than harm. Yes, I say this because the only harm that has been seen, or the only harm that people will say that he's doing, is that he's stepping on the toes of people who feel they're in power, or people who are in power actually, not just feeling that they're in power, but they actually are in power. So they feel that VDM is stepping on their toes by saying so and so, that he's supposed to respect his elders, blah, blah, blah. That's the only harm I can say, or people can say that he's doing, which isn't even that much of harm. It's just one human being insulting another human being. Either you shun him or you ignore him. Life goes on. You're going further to arrest him because of that. I'm not saying it's because of that, but if it's because of it, it doesn't make any sense. If that is the reason why he has been arrested, then it doesn't make any sense. All right. But then, has every other good thing this guy has done, every other thing he has done that is good, has it been completely forgotten? This guy literally helps people. He speaks for people who cannot speak. I mean, just recently, somebody got back his 1 million since last year. I think this was this whole thing happened sometime in 2023. Because VDM brought it up, that guy got back his 1 million from Ashmushin. I mean, even if, let's say, he's not been a very good kid, yes, let's say he's been a very, naughty child, I think he deserves pardon. I think you guys should cut him some slack. This guy is actually doing more good. So why can't you just free him? Y'all just want, I don't know. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't want to jump into conclusions and say because of this thing, then the higher ups, like big shots, have arrested him. I don't want to say that's the reason why, but if that's the reason why, honestly, it doesn't make any sense. If you're really big, you don't have to prove that you're big. That's all I've got to say, man. So guys, tell me your thoughts. I really really want to know your thoughts and in the comment section. So how about you You let me know your thoughts. I forgot to mention. Sometimes when I talk about these things, I just get carried away. Huh? You guys can see the passion flowing from within. Please, I hope you liked this video. I hope you have clicked the subscribe button as well. Don't forget to share to your friends. You see, here we only state nothing but the truth. As it is, no matter how hard it slaps. It's the Kiwi Show, and I am Jessie Rogers. So, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share to your friends, and in due time, I will be back with more hot topics. Until then, it's a bye-bye.